Hello, how's it going? Welcome to day 3 of live streaming. It's January the 3rd, 5 p.m. in Seattle, and we're ready for another live stream. I am in a new location, so hopefully the internet speed is good and does not break like yesterday. Fingers crossed. Let's also make sure everything is working. Checking on YouTube. Looks like we are live. Nice. Cool. Okay. Hopefully today is a better day. And with that, let's share my screen. So this is what we've been doing over the last 3 days. We've been creating this application which integrates with OpenAI, LangChain, DirectUs, and Tailwind using Zillow API. So today I'm going to make sure that I'm able to save properties in my database, which is DirectUs, and that when I save a property, it actually saves the right parameters that I need to fetch the property again from Zillow if I need to. So to give you a recap of what I've been doing over the last 3 days, I'll do a little demo. But before that, I want to say hello to everybody who's here. Hello, everyone. Wait, is my keyboard even working? Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this stream today. In case you're new here, something that I want to share with you is that I've started this live stream. I'm doing 30 days of live streaming and basically sharing with you what I'm building over the last in this month. I will be live streaming every single day of this month and sharing what I do and what I'm building. Hopefully, get to learn together, but also inspire us to create something and build together. I'm also running quick checks to make sure that things are working and that you can see me. How is the quality today? Hopefully the video is clear today. All right, so let's do a quick demo of what we're building. So imagine that you're looking for a property in Seattle or anywhere. And right now, what you have to do is go to like a site like Zillow, or you might have realtor.com or whatever. And you have to use um, one of their like filter features to look for a property. So, for example, it's showing me some items like some places in Everett, which is close to where I am. But if you have to look for a property, currently you have to like write, I don't know, like Seattle. See, and then there's like tons of questions that will ask. Skip this question. And then you have all these like filters like for sale, price, but there is you don't have to write all of this. If you can just like give a sentence and say something like, I'm looking for a 4-bedroom house in Seattle between 800,000 to 2 million. Let's just say I can afford that. Um, with a backyard, front yard, good school district, and what else? Open kitchen concept. Let's just say that. So you're just describing what you want to do. And that's all I want to do. I don't want to like enter in filters. I hate filters. And I just want to search. And I want my site to be able to handle that. So this is what I'm building. Now, see, you can literally type a sentence out and it's going to give you properties that it think matches. So, for example, it found me a property here. I don't know where this is in Seattle. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, which matches my preferences since I said 4-bedroom house between 800,000 to 2 million, and it gave me a 1.79, which is also in my budget. And so, as you can see, I just wrote a sentence, and with the help of OpenAI, I was able to parse that sentence into something that I can send over to a real estate API, which is Zillow, and um, convert that like sentence into JSON, send it over to Zillow, and then get data back from it, and then display it beautifully in this nice UI. Now, if I click on save, let's see what happens. If everything is working fine, I should be able to save and see my data in my database. So I've just hit save. I currently don't have the ability to show like a nice loader screen or like a check mark save, but I'll add that later. Okay, so now if I log into my database, which is DirectUs for me, my database is here. I do have a few properties here. So let's see. Okay, I do see this here. I have 4 bedrooms. Price. I think the property that I was looking at was, where is this Everett property? Let's see. 2227 Everett Avenue. There it is. So I've got my street address, price, zip, ZPID is actually um, Zillow's ID. So this will help to actually retrieve the data from, or like retrieve this property or more details about this property from Zillow. And that's why I'm storing this in my database. Image source will be helpful to actually see the featured image of this item. Okay, so that's working so far. That means I'm able to save a property. But if I click on this, it actually doesn't go anywhere. Um, and of course, UI could look better than this. But the app is working so far. So these are the to-do items that I had yesterday. How is this font size? Let's check. Mm, does this look big enough? I think it looks big enough. Okay, I think this looks big enough, but if it doesn't, let me know. What I'm gonna do is go through my to-do list to see what I have. Okay, add link to Zillow. This is what I have to do. Price should be in a bigger font. I think the price is too small. So let's actually open how Zillow shows it. We'll copy something. Uh, how does Zillow show it? Um, okay. Where are we? There we are. I would like to open both of these together. So let me take this out here. Oh, by the way, this is a Veet app. So it's super easy. You can see this, right? This is a Veet app. It was super easy to set up. I really like using Veet for React projects specifically because it makes it so much easier to actually get it going. Highly recommend. Okay, I'm going to move this here and I'm going to copy some styles to make it look similar to this. So this is where we'll be using Tailwind. Now I have a React app on this side. So this is actually a React app. So let's find where is address field. Price is here. Let's move price to the top. Image price. And instead of, let's actually look at the accessibility report of this. Hello, Sayan. Namaste to you. How are you? Where are you joining us from? Okay, let's take a look at the accessibility of this just to make sure that while we're building this, we're also keeping accessibility in mind. So if I open the accessibility inspector in Chrome, you'll see that I've got a heading here, which is at the top, which is good. And then any of this text is not a heading, it's just a paragraph, which is not good for us because it makes it hard for people to navigate between the items. So in this case, what we can do is each of these fields or each of the, how do we want to do this? I think the address can be a heading. So we'll keep the address as a heading and then make price a little bit bigger. You know what? I think heading wouldn't make sense because we have so many items, and I think it doesn't make sense for all of these items to be a heading. But we could have something like a search or like properties that match your preferences sort of heading, similar to what Zillow has here at in Zillow as for sale. Oh my God, what did I do? There. Something like this. So we could do something like that. And have a heading here. And the reason for that is because it makes it easier for people who are using screen readers to navigate. So let's go ahead and add a heading. Where are we doing that? This is going to be when we render properties. So we'll do let's go to render properties. That's here. And it returns a div, but it's a map. So instead, let's add that here. H2, and we're going to show this only if there are properties present. Cool. Also, let's give it some class names so it looks beautiful. What should we give? Bold for sure. Let's see, what is the Tailwind class for bold? Sometimes it's hard to remember classes. Is it font bold? Yeah. Font bold. And then if I go here, there you go. Everything is center aligned. May not be the best idea, but let's keep it. So let's also make sure that the text size looks good. So we're going to go here and give it a text size of XL. That looks better. And if I refresh, it still shows. So let's do properties.length greater than 0. Properties. Do I even have properties? Properties, yes. Okay, cool. So I'm not seeing that here, but now if I search, actually I have to write something. I'm looking for a 3-bedroom house in Seattle. Seattle for in the range of 1 million to 10 million with a nice backyard and swimming pool, because why not? Dream big, right? Okay, cool. So now I do see the heading, which is awesome, and then I'm seeing some properties as well, which match my preferences. So perfect. Sayan says Kolkata, India. Oh, hello. Oh, that's nice. I have never been to Kolkata, but I would love to. Kolkata? Kolkata. Kolkata? I don't know. But I would love to. Hello, Nishant. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from? What time is it in India? Isn't it like super early? You must wake up really in early. 6:47 a.m. Oh my god. I I can't wake up early. I'm a night owl. I'll wake up late. Okay, what are we doing? Right. We're gonna make the price look better, and then we're gonna decrease the size of this address, make it look pretty similar to what Zillow has. Okay, go back. If I maximize this and then bring it here, does it let me have 3 windows? It doesn't. Okay, no problem. Come back. See, I hate when that happens. Ugh. Okay. You're being annoying, so screw you. There we go. Localhost 5174. There we go. Okay. You know what? This is kind of annoying to write this sentence out. So I have actually a hack in here. Let's add a button, fill description, search. Started the day early because it's a weekend. Nice. Good for you. I love that. I love when you wake up early and you have so much time in the day. Get most of your stuff done in the morning so you can relax in the evening. Okay, let's make the price bigger. Where is price? Price. There we go. I'm going to keep it as a paragraph tab, but I'm going to add class names here. I'm going to give it a text of extra large. Make this one small, in fact, and maybe add these before the paragraph, before the street address to make it look similar to Zillow. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think the price looks too big now. Are you kidding me? Okay, there. Sweet. A little bit more. Instead of extra large, let's try large. Large looks better. And then also font weight, font bold. Nice. And then I'll remove font bold from here. Give give it an extra small font size. Let's see how that looks. Is extra small even a Tailwind thing? Actually, I'm curious to hear from you. Has anybody ever integrated with OpenAI? And if so, how have you integrated with it? What do you usually use? Have you integrated with OpenAI? And if you have, what do you use? Nishant says Uttar Pradesh, India. Oh, nice. I've been to Uttar Pradesh a few times. I have a few friends who live there. I guess we're building a home rental app like Airbnb. What problem would OpenAI solve? Oh, love this question. So, what we're using OpenAI for is wait, let me stop. Hold on. Show on stream. Okay. So, what we're using OpenAI for in this um, is to parse this sentence, like this natural language, into a text, into a JSON format. So we're going to send a plain English language text to OpenAI, and then use the parsers in OpenAI to format into a to parse it into a format that we provide. So for my case, that's going to be actually, let me show you the code. I think it will make more sense. LNJS. So here's what we're doing. We're creating so here's what we're doing. We are letting OpenAI parse this sentence out into JSON format so that we can extract an ending price, a starting price of a real estate property that we're looking, and all we have to provide is the format that we expect this to be. So we're saying that this is going to be ending price of budget, and then the LLM is smart enough to understand that in this sentence I'm going to parse the sentence to figure out that 2 million is the ending range, and then I'm also going to say starting price of budget. So if I say starting range of 1 million, then LLM is smart enough to understand that this is the starting range and it needs to be into a string format, which is what I'm providing here. Let me zoom this in a bit. And then again, for bedrooms, I provided that this needs to be a number of bedrooms. So that's why I provide here. I am looking for a 3-bedroom house. Now let's try adding something, right? Let's say that I need to add bathrooms, right? So I'm going to say it's going to be a number. And then the way I'm going to describe this is number of bathrooms. Return 0, return 1 if not passed. So this way, now if I say I'm looking for a 3-bedroom house, 3-bedroom and 2-bathroom house in Seattle, it'll be able to parse that for me. And I didn't have to do anything here. So now if I show you what it actually logs, I'm logging console, I'm logging the response. So I'll show you what it logs. And if I maximize this a bit, now watch here. Let me move these. Hang on, let me kill the server so I can clear the screen and make it nicer. Okay, start the server again. Okay, so now if I look for, now if I pass this sentence in and I click on search, it actually gives me back the number of bathrooms that I specified. So it's super cool. And then here, let's try another thing. I'll also say like nice to have. So for example, I can say it would be nice to have a backyard, a front yard, a swimming pool, hot tub. Why not? Actually, let's increase the budget because I don't know if you can find any place in that budget. Swimming pool, hot tub, and a highly rated school district. So I'm just looking for like a house in Seattle, and I'm going to specify all of these specifications that it would be nice to have a nice backyard, front yard, swimming pool, hot tub in a highly rated school district. So now what's interesting is that these nice to haves, you cannot find that within Zillow's API, which actually I will open. Why not? Later. So these nice to haves, you cannot pass that, like you cannot use that in Zillow's API. You cannot pass that in. But if you specify that as, if you specify this to the LLM and then try to filter your properties based on these nice to haves, it'll be able to kind of rate you the things that have the properties that have these nice to haves. So this way you are able to kind of create a um, highly personalized or highly applicable property search for you, even though it may not be passed down by the API that you're using. So this way you can kind of tailor it to your needs, which is really cool. So now added this nice to have. And if I specify another item here, which is, um, so now I'm going to have nice to haves, and then this is going to be array. I can have an array, right? Let's do this string, and then I'm going to say describe nice to have such as, and this is what is important. So when you're describing what the format or what the data should look like, we have to specify, we have to give it, we have to be more specific about what we expect that data to be. So if you give it a nice to have such as backyard, front yard, it'll be more, it'll be able to parse it better instead of just saying nice to haves. Return as an array. Nice to have. What's the problem? Oh, I'm missing. There you go. Okay. And now if I search for this, I may have to restart this. Array of string. Okay. Search. Oh, some problem. What is the problem? Expected string received array. All right. Let's do this. Nice to have. So instead of this, let's do array. And then run this again. Now if I search, output parsing failure. This looks good though. So if you see here, we've got a backyard, a front yard, swimming pool, hot tub, highlighted school district. The only problem is that we're getting an output parsing failure, and that's probably because I think array might not be defined. Fail to parse text. Okay, I'm gonna see if cursor can understand this and can give me a suggestion. Let's try. Add to chat. Doing this, help me to work. Oh my god, what? Thank you, but I don't need that. Okay, let's go back here. I think the problem might be with this. So let's see Zod schema array. There it is. Oh, string and array. And now if I search, oh, restart my server. Search this. Nice. Now I've got an array of strings which says backyard, front yard, swimming pool, hot tub, highly rated school district. And all I had to do was literally provide like literally one line of code. That's all I had to do. How cool is that? So it can be really helpful in parsing natural language into like JSON format or anything else that you wanted to do, which can be really helpful. So that's what we're using OpenAI for. But in the future, the reason why I'm implementing this save functionality is so that I can create a recommendation engine so that we can send it over to LLM and it can specify and it can kind of personalize what we're looking for or personalize recommendations based on houses that I've already liked. Wouldn't that be nice? I have used OpenAI with LangChain like you've used, but for my AI projects, I create an API stack in Python and then consume it in the backend. Got it. Okay. Yeah, like I think creating an API stack in Python, I feel like a lot of people do use that. I'm using JavaScript here, and because of that, I'm using LangChain, like the JS side of LangChain. I think a lot of people use OpenAI with Python. But if you have a link to what you have built, I would love to check it out, Sayan. Um, Also, Streamlabs is asking to refrain from long sending long messages. Please ignore that. Sometimes bots. Right. Okay. Let's make it look pretty. Also, sometimes you'll see that you don't get anything back from the API. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it gives that. All right. So now what do we have to do? We're gonna. All right. We were making it look pretty. I think this looks decent enough. Let's move on to the next thing. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. This, it just doesn't show the city. It kind of looks stupid without the city. So let's add that. And then for the save button, I like how they have this heart here, and I would like to implement that. This heart functionality is cool. I also love that you have kind of like a slider in Zillow where you can click on it and you see the next photo. I don't really have that option here, but that is something that I would love to implement. Not right now, because I don't need that right now for my use case, but maybe in the future. But for now, let's add the city so it's easier to see. I believe that was in render properties. Okay. I have the city here. I'm just not showing it. So where is my street address? Let's add city. And that is good. Okay, there you go. I've got Seattle. Let's add a bottom margin as well. Margin 1. Okay. Rounded extra small. Small. That's better. I think text extra small might not be a valid class. Tailwind. Sorry, it's not open source. Oh, no problem. That's fine. Oh, extra small is a class. Okay, that's fine. Good. So as of now, this looks decent enough. Now let's add a link to Zillow so that when I click on this actually opens in Zillow and doesn't actually reload the page, because right now I have an href of hash which leads it to the same page. So that's why let's fix it. Um, so the API that I'm using is actually Rapid API. And I'm going to move this back in here, close this. Let's see what data I get back from Rapid API. My employer owns and manages the product I work on. Got it. Okay, I didn't realize it was your work thing. Where do you work, Sayan? Sign in. Sign in. There you go. Where's my API? Eh. There you go. I think this is the one I'm using. Zoom this in as well so it's nice to see. Okay. Search for properties using by address. Can I search using just the zip ID? Search address. Oh, they have similar properties as well, which is helpful. You pass in a ZPID and it shows you similar properties, which is nice. Okay, where is search for a property? Oh, there it is. Property details by ZPID. Okay, so if I pass it a property ZPID, what is the response that it gives back? 7 keys. Does it give me a URL? Because that would be helpful. And does it give me images? Oh, there it is. Big. Yeah, that's an image. That's an image. So that's nice. But do you think it'll give me if it can give me a link to Zillow's API or a link to the property itself on Zillow, that would be nice. is featured. Oh, it actually gives a Google Maps link as well. That's nice. There's so much data here. Oh, there it is. HLS URL. Okay, if I open this, what do I get back? What is this garbage? Let's try this. I guess I don't have access. CDN host. Yeah, I don't seem to have a URL for this, which kind of sucks. It does have a photos of a property, so that would be helpful. Um, let's do that then. Maybe I don't need to link to Zillow. If I can just get the photos of a property, that's all I need. Let's see. There you go. Nice. Some photo. So I think what would really make sense is if this was a kind of like a slider component, just like what Zillow has. So if you click on this button, it actually shows multiple photos within the same thing. So you don't have to open something and go somewhere else. I think that would be really nice. I actually have a video coming out which implements a slideshow component using React hooks. I'm going to link that in the description. But what I'm going to do is use that component, embed this here, and just pass in a URL because that's literally what I need to create that URL component. And from Zillow, I see that it actually gives us a list of photos, like an array of photos, and that can just be passed down to the slideshow component. We do need to kind of clean up this data because it's embedded within JPEGs, like it's embedded within these subcategories. So we do need to kind of clean this up. So that will be a utility function. But I'm not going to do that right now. So I'm going to move on because this would be a side project. Add a slideshow of photos. And I'll implement that after my video comes out. Price should be in bigger font. Already did this. Save button should be smaller. And heart button. And should be a heart button. Okay, we'll do that. We've already added save functionality. Save items to database, already doing that. Fetch from database. So actually this would be really helpful for building a recommendation engine. So what you can do is save items to a database and then fetch from the database. That'll show you kind of items that you like or properties that you like. And that will help you build a recommendation engine. So I'm going to do this in a future video. Okay, so right now we're going to do this. Save button should be smaller and should be a heart button. Let's do that. So what I have right now is this, but what I would like is this heart button. I don't like that this heart is on top of the image though. So I'll implement something similar to maybe Twitter. Let's open Twitter, where you have a post and then you have like this heart button at the bottom. So I like that better. Okay, I almost got distracted. Close this. So I'll do that. But because I'm implementing a heart button, I can also implement a dislike button. So I can either say that I like this property or I dislike this property. And then based on that, we can build a recommendation engine in the future. Okay, what is Streamlabs saying? I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute you, Streamlabs, because you're annoying. Um, the product was a sales assistant bot that helped sales team discover new leads, gather insights, score them, and recommend integrations to streamline business processes. That's really cool. iPass startup here in India. The product was a sales assistant bot that helps sales team discover new leads, gather insights, score them, and recommend integrations to streamline business processes. Did you ever work with Salesforce for this? Or did you ever use Salesforce? Meanwhile, let's implement a thumbs up or thumbs down button. But what I'm going to do is add a heart button and add a thumbs down button. So let's go to our save property. Should be a heart button. Now, where am I supposed to find a heart? Where is this heart button? Where can you find free assets on the internet? Oh, it's time to sleep. Our company provides integrations for Salesforce and other apps. Nice. So Slack actually is owned by Salesforce, and a lot of the stuff that we're doing with AI is also helping do the same stuff as what you said, which is like look at the sales data and recommend some other agents that could be helpful. So it sounds like it's similar work. And we're not, I don't think we're using OpenAI, but we're using our own AI service. Sat Shri Akal ji. Sat Shri Akal, Sigma. So nice to see you again. Thank you for joining this stream again. Okay, let's find a heart button somewhere. Heart. SVJ. Images. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like this. This is similar to the tattoo that I have. Oh, this is similar to the tattoo I have. Okay, let's see, like button PNG. Yes, please, images. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, this is what I need. Open link in new tab. This is also nice. Okay, let's see this. Nice. I'm gonna download this. This I like. What? I don't want to pay. Ugh. Oh. Oh, there it is. Nice. There it is. I like this as well. This is also nice. I think what I want is that it should be like an empty heart button. And then when you click on it, it should turn into a red heart. So I feel like this would be nice. Or I could even have like a like button itself. So like a thumbs up. So I could have this and this together. Or I could have this and this together. So that would look nice. Let's download this, and then download that. And then at the same time, let's also have a dislike button. So I believe this is the one that I had, dislike and then dislike. Cool. Now, let's think about how we're going to implement this. So if you're liking a property, we need to be able to store that this property was liked, and some properties or like some characteristics of the property that we like. So for example, like how many bedrooms, what are some nice to have that this property offers. We need to kind of store that so that we can build a recommendation engine. We're not going to worry about all of that part right now, but just remember that we need to store some information about the property so that we can build the recommendation engine. And then we also need to store whether this property was liked or disliked. So in order to save that this property was liked or disliked, we can actually add a new property in our database that we can call preference, or we can have like a like boolean or a dislike boolean. So let's go to our database. And this is why I like DirectUs, because see how easy it is to add a new property, or add a new like field in the database. So I have all of these fields here, and I'm going to click on plus. Oh wait, not this way. Maximize this. Then I'm going to go to my settings, data model, click on this. And then if I want to delete some fields, I can delete this. Oh wait, I don't want to delete that. Oh no, that's fine. Delete this. Delete the address because I don't need any of these. And then I can create a field and I can say that this is going to be a Boolean. Where's my Boolean? There. Light. Actually, let's do this. We're going to keep a toggle. Should we do a toggle or should we do a text? So what we can do is preference would be either it is liked, disliked, because you can only have one of them, or it'll be undefined. So that means no preference. So that's why we're going to keep it as like a, so that's why it's going to be an enum, right? And so how do we create an enum here? Let's see. I've never done this before. So let's see. JSON text. Can I have an enum here? Maybe a radio button? No. Okay, let's try input, see what we get. Type is a string, preference, save. Allow null value. That's not exactly what I want. Okay, let's try this though. I think what I can do is when I save this property, save property, I can set, I'm going to set the preference to be liked. And then for setting liked, I'm going to create an enum here. Const enum. Wait, how do you create an enum? Enum JavaScript. Oh, where is the oh, you can't in JavaScript because it's not TypeScript. Ugh. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the hacky way. Const preference equals liked is true, disliked is false, and then undefined, no preference is undefined. And now what I'm going to do is change the type of preference to be a Boolean, if I can. Field interface, I may not be able to. So let's create a new one. Oh, maybe I can validate. Add filter contains. That's nice that I can validate within the database itself. Okay, delete this field. Add a Boolean. Where is a Boolean? Boolean is going to be a, what was that? Radio button? No, a toggle. Toggle. Preference. Save. Oh my God. Why did I label it like that? Let's delete this again. Delete field. create field, toggle, preference. There you go. Save. Okay. Now I can use this preference. So if I go to save property, and I'm going to set preference as preference dot liked. Okay. Now let's try liking this property and see if this works. Now instead of save, I'm going to say like. Okay. And if I click like, let's check in our database if it actually updates properly. So if I go to my database, where is this? I should be able to see liked somewhere. I'm not seeing this because I need to add it, which is here. And I did not see liked anywhere so far. So let's check which property we tried to add. Oh wait, this doesn't even have bedrooms, bathrooms. So let's try this one. Like, let's see, make sure we don't have any failures. We don't. If I click like, preference is preference.liked. And then if I go to Zillow, reload this. Go to my database. Oh, I have so many properties. I didn't even see this. Then if I see my preference, actually don't see anything in here. What the? Why is nothing getting logged? Preference.liked. Let's try adding true here. Preference.liked. And now if I like this property and go to this, and I think I still don't see anything. So let's log what we're seeing. Reload for funds, fill description, search. And before I hit like button, I'm going to reload what I'm seeing. So at this point, if I click on save property, oh, I know why. Because I'm not sending it over. JSON.string, stringify property, and then in the server, I'm actually not sending this property over. So let's do that. Save property to DB. What was that? Preference. Create item preference. Okay. Let's like again, and then go to my database to check if the data is coming through. And then if I scroll to preference, give it a reload. Okay, I'm still not seeing it. Let's log what's going on. So here I'm going to first console log preference. And then also console log item to see what was actually wrong. And I might as well restart my server because who knows? Okay, go back to my property. Where is my property? There it is. I'm going to like this guy. So it did set preference to true. And it did send preference to true as well. So that's good. And now if I open my database, tell me you saved this. Oh, there you go. Toggle is on. Sweet. And if let's just try setting preference to false just to see what we get. Where is this? Like, I'm going to set this to false. Okay. And if I click another property, let's say this one, and I go to my database, give it a reload, I should see something as false, which I do see as false. Sweet. So now we implemented the like and dislike button. And now we're actually seeing which properties are recommended or which properties are preferred properties and which properties we dislike. So mark this as done. And that's all we're going to do today. So to recap, what did we do? We integrated with OpenAI. We used natural language parsing. Let's go back. We used natural language parsing to convert a sentence into a JSON blob, which we then sent to a real estate API, Zillow in our case, and then use that to search, create a fields, create a list of properties that match the description that we sent, and then implemented a like button, which actually stores our preference in the database based on properties that we did like. And then we can use this feature to build a recommendation engine in the future, which is what we're going to do tomorrow in tomorrow's live stream. So I will see you tomorrow. We'll build a recommendation engine together. I've never built this before, so hopefully we can do some stuff tomorrow. And but we'll learn together anyways. So I'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. Until then, take care and happy new year. Bye. Yes.